All right, all right. Are we going? Okay. Let me check. And you just told me some sad news. I knew about Mutombo, but Pete Rose too. I don't think they ever let that man in the Hall of Fame. I don't think they ever let that man in the Hall of Fame. Let me check the stream one. Two, we had some issues with Kick earlier, and I think we good on all three. So I'm gonna ask this for me. Are we live? Looks like we are. Vigilante Williamson here on the third episode of me playing this Super Mario 74 with the Mega Man mod, but this won't be the longest stream. I'm sad about both of them, but it's just like, because it's like they both were great players, and it just sucks to see so many people dying. Cat Glover died. Chris Christopherson died. Rest in peace to him. Cat Glover, for those who don't know, was associated with Prince, one of his dancers and models, and she might have sung too. And then Chris Christopherson obviously was known as a musician for the longest and did some acting. And obviously in Blade, you know, as far as this circle of the internet, probably, or maybe what he's most known for. I just say this circle because, you know, we even though it's not our focus, I think nerd culture is a huge part of what we do over here. So rest in peace to all the people we've been losing, man. And yeah, I didn't know about Pete Rose. I did see Mutombo. I think somebody from Harry Potter also passed. I wasn't, it's a little loud. I wasn't as familiar with the Harry Potter woman, but I saw that she had passed as well. I think I've seen her in other movies, but I think that's what she's most known for. So that's sad as well. A lot of people passing, man. It is what it is. It's very sad, man. Very, very sad. Okay. Sorry, I'm not. Oh, I am about to do this, but I just want to have this set up. That's what I mean. Life is short, man. It's scary how short it is. I try not to get too scared of it, but man, as I've gotten older, not that I didn't. I mean, I always felt mortal. You know what I mean? I was never one of those kids. Oh man, I feel indestructible. I always felt very destructible. But yeah, if they put him in now, I would say it's faker to put him in now. You should have put it in. The fact that man had the career he had and couldn't just have that moment over some bullshit, it's disgusting. Honestly, this is like, and it's funny. I'm about to go to a damn baseball game. Shout out to the Tigers and the Astros. Having actually pretty affordable tickets too. But it's just like, it's fucking heinous, man. Some of the shit. Oh man, on one of these streams, I got something to show y'all about these corpos, bro. 17 All-Star and 24 appearance. That's insane, bro. I already went through that. Oops, why is it? But yeah, I got something about these corpos and the terms of service. As Louis Rossman would say, and I think he's correct, basically overturning the fucking 7th Amendment. You're going to need somebody to go to the Supreme Court about this eventually. I mean, we've seen a lot of cases where apparently the terms of service prevents lawsuits, and they're being really enforced in very unscrupulous ways, and it's just like, man, just this system's so fucking wicked, man. It's just a very wicked, very corrupt, very disgusting system that we live in, and there's just very little way around that, unfortunately. So that's, you know, my thoughts on that. That's very, very sick to, you know. Rest in peace to Pete Rose. Rest in peace to Mutombo. And I mean, what made it so heinous even in recent years is the way Shohei Ohtani was treated. And it was so obvious what happened in that situation. And also in recent years, all of sports have become so pro-gambling that they market gambling so regularly in the midst of the programming, which is why so many people think it's corrupt, because of the impact of gambling. So the sports have sold out to gambling themselves. while, and shit, I know you hate this because you fucking go for the, talking to you, Richard. Yes, you go for the that false LeBron v. Jordan paradigm. But even Jordan, now I don't know if the rumors are true, but it's a widely held belief that Jordan lost out those years of his career because of gambling. And, some LeBron fans will say that as a not. I mean, there's some legitimacy to even that. But should that have happened? I don't think so. But, I mean, basketball and all sports already had a relationship with gambling before it became official and legal. And so it was already pretty fake to do that then. Remember, Vig, he's Asian and would be considered Asian hate? No, it wasn't no Asian hate. I mean, maybe that was their thought, but it's just fucked up. And listen, he's an incredible player. I would prefer the honest attitude that, hey, gambling is just a thing and not this fake fraudulent attitude they've taken. That's what I would prefer. Gambling is a thing. It's a part of these sports. And, you know what I mean? That's just is what it is. And, not saying that's perfect, but I would accept that. Probably not going to be here long. We're probably not going to be here that long either, Fizz. But I appreciate you being here at all. I know it's late. I came home from the gym, started to smoke a little bit. Like, you know what? I really need to be working on music. So I was like, I'll put 40 minutes or so into this. But, I mean, yeah, it's just fucked up. And so rest in peace to Pete Rose. Guy was one of the best baseball players of a generation. He was a generational talent. And, baseball's made a ton of mistakes. And they continue to make mistakes. I mean, that said, I'm about to go to a game. I'm sure I'm going to have fun. Hopefully the Tigers can win, put an upset. But that really grinds my gears, man. It's just like, golly. I want to see one of the greats get that disrespect. Just the disrespect. I don't know who he pissed off. Sometimes in life, man, that's kind of what I was telling you, Richard. You know what I mean? It ain't always about fair. It's just sometimes you can piss the wrong person off, and that can fuck you up and not get you something that you legitimately earn. I can try this again. Can I find a damn secret room they're talking about? Sometimes you legitimately earn something, but somebody just acting stank. Buzz Siller, what a piece of trash. All these fucking commissioners are pretty trash, to be honest. And sometimes people look at David Stern with like, no, he was a piece of trash too. But there's worse trash than other. Buzz Siller just awful. Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, yeah, I said disrespect. You said Dr. Disrespect. He's a piece of trash dude, but said he never pissed anyone off. It still happens to you. Are you? I'm not trying to be that guy. Are you sure about that? Sometimes it is the case. Sometimes people just do it, but I've always found that people who consistently get into confrontations are, at bare minimum, doing something to put them in confrontations way, whether they realize it or not. No disrespect. No Dr. Disrespect. I'm trying not to. All right, man. I'm not saying it can't. I mean, you live in the Bronx and the DR, so I'm sure those are places where more likely to be confronted with a confrontation, obviously. Not in the sleepy suburbs that I stay in, so I get that. Fuck this up. Not too sleepy, but sleepy enough for me. People just love fucking with you. know, man. Because part of why I say it is because I've always been able, not saying I've been perfect in avoiding confrontation. Certainly I've had my issues. But it's been so, easy for me to not get into a lot of confrontations. Now, I have been like a big dude. Maybe that had some issue. I'm like, especially when I got into my 20s, it was like, just like I got into like no confrontations. You know what I mean? I get in school. Sometimes that's avoidable. I got into fights in school. I think everybody does. When you're young and you go outside, quote, unquote, you outside, it makes confrontations more likely, right? Because somebody might just not like you. So, but it's just, I don't know. But I mean, part of it is I am a homebody. I don't go to bars and clubs like that. I'm not saying, I mean, obviously that. I don't think none of instances. You talked about it at a bar. So, I mean, I may be just biased just by having, I don't know, a different energy, and it's just, but I mean, your energy is a thing, man. So I'm not trying to blame, I'm not trying to victim blame, man. I'm not trying to say you a victim either, but school was so weird. I don't get how someone doesn't like you for no reason. I never understood that. School was a terrible place. Shout out to was one of these demonized Rockefellers for creating such an evil method of creating new workers. What an evil piece of shit. What an evil place. School's really for no one. We're honest. School, and I mean that unfortunately it informs where a lot of people at. I did not see the new IC, but I haven't been paying attention. All I know is Jay Uso got it, but I didn't know they changed the belt. Didn't they just change it? No, who cares, man? Like I said, I'm not watching wrestling, man. You can watch it, you can tell me what happens, but it's like I'm not paying no attention to it. If The Rock comes back, I'll pay attention, and if he does something interesting. I feel like I got suckered into even caring about it with The Rock. Sorry about that. Sinus is still sinusing. Added blue to it. That's interesting. Because isn't it a Raw belt? Raw to add blue to it. Maybe Jay is going to SmackDown? I don't know. That's just interesting. I know he obviously incorporates blue into his theme, into his outfit. It's been like his thing. The powder blue and just different blues. So I mean, I don't know. Also, the match you keep making fun of as a joke, Spoken to Existence, Lyra Valkyria and Zoe Stark. Honestly, I wouldn't even know. No, they haven't. There was white straps. There was different straps. I mean, a lot of them did back in the past. All the belts had like a little blue in it, like with the globe. But not every belt has that blue in it. Stop it. They had white straps. They had black straps. I mean, I guess, yeah, like I said, the ones with the globe did. But then they had different weird, like when they had changed the tag team belts into pennies, they did something weird. They've done stuff with the IC belt where it was like solid colors as well. No, they haven't. Jesus Christ, you really want me to go and prove it to you that they haven't? I think quite a bit have, but I'm telling you there's ones that haven't, man. Come on, man. Don't make me do this. Don't make me stop. And there's recent ones. That's what's crazy. They had like solid colored belts that didn't have blue in it. I know for a while they went back to that classic one, with the white strap and the blue globe and the gold. They went back to that for a while, and thus that's probably the most common IC belt. But to say every, you know what I mean? I get maybe you're just trying to be exaggerated. All right, Fizz. You said you weren't going to be here long. You're a man of your word. Appreciate you being here at all. Appreciate you being here at all. Look, you scared off Fizz with the wrestling talks. You know, nobody care about wrestling. No, Fizz probably was just leaving. Yeah, see, this ain't even the longest string. I wanted to play some other levels. I don't know, you know. I don't know what this fucking secret room is, man. Oh shit, didn't even do that. I don't even pay attention. Got that. Are there a few of these throughout the stage? Maybe that's it. One before was the Attitude Era one, but still, I don't feel like looking it up. I do not believe all of them. I do believe a lot of them did. So maybe that's just an exaggeration. Whatever. But no, I mean, quite a few have had the blue, that little globe. But I feel like even in and then obviously there was a period where they wasn't even around in the early 2000s where they unified the belt. Yeah, I could have swore they had like a couple copper or goldish colored ones. It sucks. This stream may not be that long, like I said. We're already at 16 minutes, 20 minutes. I keep trying to find a secret room that I don't know where it is. This camera acts crazy when I try to swim. So I don't know if it's something I'm missing. Swimming. Just want to make the U.S. title make it a European. It'd be cool to have a European come back in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That'd be cool. But I mean, it's all these wrestlers are just, you know, unremarkable for the most part. I'm not saying that none of them are talented. They just don't have much character. And the stories aren't good. I mean, sometimes they do okay stories. But it's just, I don't know. It's just all mid. Is this one? Maybe this is one. WC, I didn't know they had cruiserweight tag belts. That's crazy they even had that. Let's see if we can jump on here. Yeah, I didn't know they even had those. Let's see. Look Cool only had 2 title runs. Last people to hold it was Ray and Billy Kidman. Okay. Look at you with some little wrestling trivia. I already got this shit. What the fuck are we talking about then, man? That's pretty cool. Shout out to Ray and Billy Kidman. It's funny looking at Billy Kidman's shooting star press, because it really, you know, you compare it to most people's shooting star press now, it's not that impressive. But compared to the era, bro, we thought that was the coolest shit ever. In a way, they kind of have overdone all the moves, man. I'm not saying they shouldn't focus on it. But if everyone's focused on it, no, you know, everyone's just, oh, let's just fucking do the best matches, and no one stands out. No one stands out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing. I know these other humans' names or their stage names, but it's just like none of these fuckers stand out, man. See, he look like Caitlin Clark. Maybe he is. That's what the Illuminati people would tell you. He's just he's playing a new role. That's what they say. Whenever somebody look like another motherfucker. There's motherfuckers that, I kid you not, think Myles Garrett is Kobe Bryant. It's like, y'all know that's not y'all know it's not possible for a human being to be like 40 and then gain like hundreds, 50, 60 pounds of muscle, lose 4 inches, and then become an NFL player after being an NBA player. Like that's insane. I don't know what Billy Kidman doing. I mean, we'll switch back. But yeah, I don't know what he doing. Surprised he's not trying to do a YouTube channel. It seems like it was what everybody trying to do. Everybody got all these wrestlers. Maven made it big. Now everybody want a YouTube channel. All these little wrestlers on a YouTube channel. I want to tell they stuff. I saw Buff Bagwell. Shout out to Buff Bagwell. I mean, he was good for what he was back in the day. Yeah, Maven. And it's funny because Maven wasn't even around like that. I mean, he was around for a few years. And I guess the whole draw was that he was kind of like a normal dude who got into the business because of Tough Enough. So I get that, but his YouTube was blown up. And so now everybody saw Buff Bagwell. Obviously, a lot of people like Taker and whatnot got podcasts. And, be interested to hear about stuff. I mean, pun not intended. He was a good wrestler. I know I don't know if he still maintains it, but he's not as far off as people think when he says this. Because I think he got hurt in March of '98. He hurt his neck. And he said, man, like, people don't understand. I was on the same level as The Rock before I hurt my neck. And a lot of people might dismiss that, forgetting A, how popular he was, and B, The Rock was still in the mid-card at that point. But like within that month or whatever, that's when Rock had that great story with Ken Shamrock, and that elevated him a ton. And Rock literally elevated himself the whole time, Buff was injured, was Rock's come up. So when he says that, it sounds crazy. And he probably, he might be kind of adding a little hot sauce, but he's not really adding that much. It's more of like, man, he was a very over mid-card guy. And at the time, Rock was a very over mid-card. Obviously, they were two different companies, but you knew who Maven was? Okay. And I'm not trying to not Maven. I mean, I knew who he was too. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, that was still one of the, even though we look back and say it fell off compared to the Attitude Era, still the Ruthless Aggression Era. You know what I mean? It's still a very popular era. Still, 4 or 5 million people watching every night. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the 1.5 million that's watching. And it's just, I'm surprised they can put up with it. Surprised they can put up with it. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to find this.
Not done yet.
This is tense. I'm trying to get more stars. Whatever, man. Explore the factory, yeah. So we got more stuff to do here. That should be where we are. Kent Bazemore got no bunny paying a white girl $50K. Got $2 million and then $50K for child support. God damn. Who is Kent Bazemore? Is that a baseball player? That name sound familiar. That's crazy, man. Shit, the economy too bad for divorce to be this crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? You just gonna. They don't want to change the divorce laws and don't worry about the population. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, is that how big of a deal is that? There's other issues, but I mean that fuels the gender divide, and on top of it, it decentivizes men for marriage because they feel like women as a whole aren't genuine and just about that money. And when shit like that happens, what evidence is there to the contrary? So that's all, you know. Want to keep playing this game. They just think motherfuckers is made out of titanium or whatever. It's like, bro, that's crazy. It's like anytime you have any wealth, you just come up for some chick. It's like, why? You know what I mean? Why has it got to be like that? Oh, he's an NBA role player. Okay. Like, I knew he was some sort of athlete. Still, man. Just like money for no reason. See, a lot of men ain't getting married. You can't blame them. Cannot blame them. Not when stuff like this happen. And not when that is like so many women incentive. And then they think, oh, I'm just getting my passport. Wow, for another group of women to think the same way. That's how they feel across the planet. And it's like, I'm going to work my whole life to get to the lead just so a woman who's never done anything take it away from you. And that's why you got to sign prenups. That's why, honestly, a lot of men just don't get married because prenups ain't guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed, man. Shit, and even some people say don't live. I mean, they got all common law marriage and shit like that. So many loopholes. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how they're gonna act. So it's just a mess. I don't know how anyone could think it's fair. And I don't know what they want a generation of men to do. Where it's like, oh, I could, and that's nothing. They cut off access to people's kids. That's so evil to do. Knowing this was worse for the kid. They cut off the access to people's kids. And it's just, all they've done is encourage degenerate women and the degeneracy of women and the degrading of women. And it's actually kind of sick. They degraded society with this shit. Are they gonna stop? Of course not. These hoes turn to lawyers real quick. Well, they were lawyers from the start. Unfortunately, a lot of these women are lawyers from the start. The whole relationship was a legal transaction. The whole relationship was a transactional relationship. And I mean, oh shit. And this is even for the quote unquote guys they like. Some people, oh well, she just gotta like you. She can like you as much as she want. She don't like money more, man. And that's sick, honestly, anyway. And a lot of these women end up unhappy and bitter for their own decisions. Be unhappy and bitter because they took the money and now their kids may not respect them. Obviously, they ain't got nobody. They don't remarry because they want the money more than love. They blow the money on dumb shit. They blow the money on purses. And you know what I mean? They don't even have nothing at the end of it. Don't even have nothing at the end of it. To ruin the whole family for some thrills or for some cash. And be less happy than when they was married. Oh, that sucks. Is he gonna come back? Yeah, women were happier in the 20s. The further you go back, the happier women are. Jeez. Oh. They have. Just like men are happier as husbands, women are happier as wives. That's why people get married in the first place. And I don't know why they made it so evil to say something like that. Women are happier as wives. No shit. Humans are happier when they have a purpose and a role. Mission accomplished. You can tell your mom. Yeah, your mom and I can tell someone was happy. She's sad. Don't want to talk to her. Your brother barely talked to her. It's that. You said, but it's her own fault. Not done yet. It's sad, man. It's really the short sighted dad too. But hey, you want to be an unfaithful partner? That's what you pay for. That's a part of it too. You know, sometimes we talk about the men from 1750 who slapped their wives, and now we all gotta pay for it. But sometimes it's dudes just, you know, we don't live in a society with multiple wives and concubines and shit like that. I'm not saying we should. I'm just telling you we don't. So if we don't, and honestly, you could argue the Bible said one woman to one man. Though some men can take care of any wife. And I don't know if you even want to. Because you're not just smashing a bunch of wives. You got to take care of these girls. You know what I'm saying? We don't live in a polygamous society. Now, if you really want to do that, and you find women and you just do that. Otherwise, and even then, you got to stay faithful to those women you take as wives. If you want to informally do that, that's your business. Otherwise, you should be faithful to your girlfriend and or wife. That's an and or. So I'm kind of perpetuating the same thing. But seriously, unless you're literally caring for the welfare of multiple women on some, because some people do softcore polygamy. You know what I'm saying? If that's really what you want to do, you can. I don't necessarily say you shouldn't, but you gotta. This is an upfront situation. This is an upfront. Everybody knows what's going on, and again, you gotta be, you know, providing for 2 women, 2 lives, maybe multiple sets of children. Are you really built like that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, some dudes might be, but I would guess that the average dude don't really want to be about that life. 0 relationship with your parents because they're both unfaithful as hell. That's sad. That's sad. Oh, shit. See, your father still at home at the age of 80, didn't pay anything. Most of the guys who hit and cheated women had their wives and daughters is making us pay. And then, I mean, listen, also something's got to be said about the woman. Like, hey, y'all the ones who don't like most men. And y'all know this. I don't know why y'all want to act like y'all don't. I know y'all don't like most men. Y'all only like certain men. And y'all want to share men and they get mad. Because a lot of women just want the drama. A lot of women can be very, for lack of a better term, dumb as fuck. And so they want the drama. And so the drama of it is a thing. And a gimmick and something they kind of get off to. Oh, he quote unquote did me wrong. And it's like, did he? Or did you know this guy had a lot of women and you just wanted to be another one of them? And you just like the thrill. And there was a guy down the street who was a cool dude, loyal dude, but he was too boring for you. And so many women have that story. It's like, well, if that's what women are going to do in mass, the population is going to decline. If that's what you're going to do in mass, I can't tell you what to do. And I'm not even talking about the, you know, quote unquote nice guy. I'm talking about the responsible dude. Like, I'm just legit responsible, cool, laid back. No, don't powerbomb these hoes. Ignore these hoes. Don't powerbomb them. Because that's the wrong thing to do. Jesus, why can't I jump? So, and then let's keep it a buck. The cat's out the bag, and they're not eating this cat. We know a lot of women also like dating that type of guy so they can cheat. If a woman's with the square guy, and that's honestly a lot of it. Sometimes she might even like the square guy, quote unquote. But if he's going to be faithful, I mean, she's got to be faithful. And to be honest, she don't want to be faithful. She likes hoeing around, and she likes having the moral high ground to do it. Oh, well, he did this to me. He did that to me. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. Do that to the millionaire and pick the bum who live with their mom. He's more exciting. Because, again, if they're with that millionaire and they cheat, they look like fools. They fucked up everything. They had this nice dude who was a millionaire. That's why they don't even want that guy. They just talk shit. Again, a lot of these women, not some, not all, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But a lot of these women just want to cheat. And being with the quote-unquote bad guy or the broke guy or the whatever guy, the edgy guy that gives them that fake leeway to cheat. Mission accomplished. So as a man, if you with a chick that got cheating history, are you mad? And that's not, men don't be vetting women like that. That's how they get themselves in a lot of trouble. They be thinking with the wrong head, you know. Why else would you explain? And sometimes, you know, I feel bad for the young men who get caught up by the older woman, slightly older woman. I saw a story of a 19-year-old. Well, he was older now. He was probably in his 30s, or it looked like he was. Maybe he was younger. But he was in his, when he was 19, married a woman that was 25 who had like 5 kids. It's like, you know, in the same way I'm holding women responsible, you gotta be responsible, bro. You value the wrong head, and so it's like if you get caught up in a bad situation, that's what it is. Sometimes it is your fault, sometimes it's not. If a chick got 5 kids and you married her, well, that's your fault. She had 5 kids. At this point, if a chick got a kid and you marry her, that's your fault. Unless you're an older gentleman and you married another older lady. No diddy. But you know, if you're in your you did 50s, you married a woman 35 to 45. Okay, you know, she gonna have kids more than likely. That's the thing. There are certain age groups where if you messing around with a woman of a certain age, that's fair to her have kids. 25 to me is not that age, right? 25 to me is not that age. It is realistically, but it's to me should not be practically. You know what I'm saying? But that said, I mean, people had kids in their early 20s traditionally, but they were getting married, and we know that's not happening. That's not happening. So the average age of a woman giving birth, I think, is 27 or 28. So I'll give you that. If you we'll go as high, yeah. And so that's my conundrum. And so that's where, you know, they say, oh, you robbing the cradle. It's not like that men who are older necessarily, yeah, younger women do, obviously, you know, you look more attractive when you're young. That's just the reality, right? So obviously, yeah, you want an attractive woman, and a younger woman has a higher tendency in most cases to be attractive. So yes, that's a part of it. However, the main part of it is, well, if I want kids and I don't want somebody with kids, I need a woman that A, can still have kids, and then that B, doesn't already have them. Therefore, my odds increase the younger she is. You know what I'm saying? So even if, yeah, maybe I come across this older woman that's very attractive. You know, this woman my age, even a little older, might be cute. And maybe worthwhile, cool to hang out with. But if kids is a thing, well, I know I can't have kids with a 45-year-old. I mean, I guess some women could get pregnant at an advanced age, but that's a risky business. I know that. And on top of that, said, who was doing pizza? Oh, you talking about Ruben? So you ain't been here long. Ruben is cool. He in his 50s. He got a 27-year-old. She's 27. She's not 15. You know what I'm saying? It's not pizza. Get out of here. Just get a dog. I have a dog. She's, I'm sure, listen, if she's 27 and she's dating I think he's 54, 55, she's got somebody in her family saying, yo, what the fuck? Why you dating a dude older? That's her business. And, Ruben, got enough charm. Now, I don't know anything else about his situation. I don't want to, shout out to Ruben. I don't want to disparage the man, but sometimes if you're age gap dating and you're successful, multiple things are true, right? And sometimes, 27 doesn't mean, how do we say this? You know what I'm saying? Just because a girl's younger doesn't mean she's necessarily a quality person. Not to say that he is or isn't. Kids aren't the end game for everyone. Yeah, that's the thing. That's true. And that's why I said, brought them up if kids are. But that's the thing. Like, anyone who's trying to date. And another thing is, a lot of men, it just takes time for a man to even be attractive. The truth is, women, on average, are less attracted to men than men are to women, right? A man finds most women attractive. Women find very few men attractive, for better or for worse. This is a reality. I'm not gonna say a marketplace reality, because we're human beings, but this is a reality, right? So, and economics are a big part, not all the part. We just talked about the stereotype of the girl who wants the bummy guy who don't treat her right just so she can get away with stuff. So obviously it varies. You can't have it both ways. Talk about that archetype but on average, economics are a big part. And again, it's a lot easier for a man older. I'm making more money now than I did 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So these things are factors in it. A lot of times younger men, it's just hard to establish themselves financially. And you can argue that's gotten even worse. So finances being a part of it, that has the thing. You'd rather have none than someone else's? Yeah, that's another thing too. Even if you don't want kids, dealing with someone else's kids. And we know that could be a big detriment, especially if as the kids age, and you got teenagers that don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine dating somebody and the teenagers constantly disrespect you. Even if they chastise the teenagers, they just still do it. They might be in their quote unquote rebellious phase. They don't care about the chastisement. And now you're in this family dynamic. And shit, maybe you get angry, you want to put them out. So not you know what I mean? Making all these decisions. So now they got to choose between you and their child. Even if they choose you, is that the right decision to make? So you know what I mean? These dynamics can happen just because the kid and you don't get along. Everybody's not going to get along. When you're forced to, sometimes it makes it worse. Yeah, this is for the guy and the girl. This is, I didn't even say gender in that case. It could just be kids don't like you, and that's a huge strain on a relationship. And there's no way around it, and there's nothing you can do. Let's see, what the fuck? I've already been there. Where the fuck else I gotta go? So that's another problem with dating older people. When it's like, do you really want to? I don't really want to have kids. I don't really want to. Personally, I don't really want to have kids. I would date somebody 2016 young. I would say between 26 and 42. So that's a pretty big age gap. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could date somebody like 19 or something. That's just too young. And I'm not trying to date nobody grandma, man. Say 42. I mean, maybe maybe there's some cute 45-year-olds, but even then, I'm not trying to date nobody grandma. Plus, I'm 37. 37. Well, 24 hours I'll be 37. Less than that, whatever it is. It's like 20, 21 hours. 12 kids. See, that's crazy work. That's crazy work. Mixed families can be a nightmare. I mean, some people are able to Brady Bunch it. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. You know what I mean? They mix the families up. They both come in with kids. And it just fucking work out. Mom's 19. See, that's sick, man. See, that's too much. I don't think I could date nobody 19. I think somebody 19 should be dating somebody 19, 20, 21. No older than 25, right? That's 19. I couldn't see myself with a 21. You know what I mean? 26. Yeah, I could date somebody 26, right? Even 24 is starting to be like, damn, it's a bit young. You know what I'm saying? And listen, there's guys older than me dating girls younger than 24, believe it or not. For better or for worse. Not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's happening. I got this, damn it. 2 kids with an older man that went to prison. Well, we just talked about that archetype of wanting the degenerate, wanting the prisoner. You know, I'm not going to speak to it, be disrespectful to nobody's mother. But man, so and then she's going after older men. I you know what? I don't want to judge her. I don't know how her life went down, man. It's unfortunate she didn't have somebody to tell her not to be doing that. And you know, that's the thing about relationships. It's 100 and 100, man. You're 100% responsible for everything that happened to you. You're 100% responsible for everything that happened in a relationship. And both people have that. So if you're going to constantly, you know, if you want to date older individuals or younger individuals, and that's what you want to do, depending on who you are in the paradigm, I mean, that's your business. You got the right to do so. Oh, jeez. But, you know what I'm saying? You do so at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she just had a thing for older guys. Some girls do. It's like, well, what are you going to do? You can only blame, I mean, you still, like I said, it's 100-100. The man deserves their share of blame for robbing the cradle, so to speak. When we're talking about 10, 20, 30-year gaps. And I mean, listen, I guess if you're 50, you could date a 35-year-old, right? Even if a 30, I mean, if you're 60, you want a 40-year-old, okay. If she'll take you, you're 70, man. Should you really be thinking about dating? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, maybe you want a little companion or whatever, but like, oh no. Not when I was just about to get the star. Rather be in your age group at your age. That's, you know, that's always a possibility as well. Like I said, I could date somebody my age. I'm not like one of these guys. Oh man, I can't date a girl at 30. I could date a girl 37, 38. But see, the issue is, again, how realistic. Well, maybe thanks to this generation, it's a little more realistic that she don't have kids. Thanks to us being in this generation, maybe it is a little more realistic that maybe she don't have kids. So maybe I'm not doing. But I don't want somebody with kids. I don't want to date a single mom, man. I'm sorry, and I'm not going to. I'll stay single. That's if I date anyway. I ain't exactly got the door beaten down for offers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's not kid ourselves. Shit. Leave the 20-year-olds alone. Yeah, I ain't gonna date nobody 20. That's just too much. 19, 20, 21, 20. Early 20s, like I said, 26, maybe 25. That's probably as young as I go. And like I said, I dated shit that's 45. You know what I'm saying? I'm old as fuck too. What the fuck I'm gonna say? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not date somebody with kids. There's always the opposite thing too. Like, what if, you know, the kids like fuck with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the kids fuck with you, that makes it a little easier. That's where I would, if I, you know, let's say I'm 45. I dated, come across a chick 45. She got some teenagers and maybe some older kid. Maybe they in their young, you know, early 20s or something like that. It's like, and they don't hate me. They're not fucking with me. They make me, you know. It's like, oh, okay. This ain't really, you know, it ain't really quite the same thing as dealing with. But I'm not gonna date nobody that's like, oh, I got a 4-year-old. Well, this is a job for someone else. You know what I mean? Like, not to be disrespectful, but it can't be me. It's not worth it the way people are. I get that too, man. It's just, I mean, every day, if you got social media, you seeing something traumatic about people just treat each other in general, let alone with relationships, whether it's a dude doing a girl dirty or a girl doing a dude dirty. And obviously, you're going to be more interested in whatever, you know, you roll with. So, yeah, you raise somebody else's kids. It's older teenagers or, you know, oh, they in college. She 42, her kids in college. They come back, they see me, they ain't tripping. They oh, okay, oh, you know, mom actually dating somebody, cool. And that's nothing. I'd rather be like that. And I'm like, oh, damn, mom got another one. Like, damn, mom just, oh. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, you cool, you know, you cool. Be respectful. I'm going to be respectful. Somebody like that, I ain't going to trip. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, okay, you know, it ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, they're completely autonomous. They already raised, you know. Ideally, they got a good relationship with their dad and no hard feelings. They in a better place. I ain't got to deal with no crazy. That's another thing. I don't want, hopefully he's married and doing something. I don't want no, oh man, I still want Maria back. No. No. Go away. Hopefully he's doing his thing and me and Maria could just be cool. Then it's like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna trip. Again, I'm an older dude, so what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like I said, I don't really want kids. Part of me I go back and forth, but it's like, man, unless I just have a major come up financially, I can't, like, some people say that's selfish, and I get that, but I grew up broke as fuck, man. And I can't risk that happening. And I can, you know, we just talked about the broken home thing. I can't risk that happening, man. That's the worst case scenario. Mom comes to cook for your dad once in a while. I see. See, that's you know, that's good, whatever for them. But I would not want somebody like, yeah, still trying to get her back, still trying to let her know how much I love. Like, nah, man. Nah, brother. Like, you know, I wish you the best in your pursuits in life. Hold on, I still ain't got this one. It's Florida Factory. Wish you the best in your pursuits of life, man, but please. Get coins. So that's the thing. And I mean, listen, I can understand why people don't date. A lot of men and women ain't dating. And it is a crazy world. It's just so hard, and it's so hard to meet people for a lot of people, myself included. It's just very difficult to meet other people. And that financial stress, it's just, and it's, you know, it just wears on everybody on top of everything. It's just that sometimes it's not even, you know, you might be able to meet somebody who can meet you halfway financially, not care about where you are. But you so stressed out about the finances, you can't even think about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, fuck, you know, maybe I could, but I don't know. I'm fucking stressed out. I'm too stressed out to go out. You know what I'm saying? He still complains he expects a wife when they separated. You can't look at your parents. Same day since you learned the truth. I'm sorry, bro. You've talked about your situation with your parents, and I get why you got so much bitterness towards them, man. I wish I had a better answer that was, well, you should, you shouldn't. I ain't gonna tell you how to think. I feel, I was just telling you about the violence thing and the confrontation. I don't want to tell you how to think, how to live. You are a grown man. You're still a young man, obviously. But I would say, try to make peace with your parents to the best of your ability, man. That's all I can say. It was I'll tell you this, right? About to be my birthday. I'm about to be 37, whatever, birthday, cool. I had a real chip on my shoulder about my dad. I had a chip on my shoulder, even to some extent, about my mom, because I was just a hookup. I was the result of a hookup. And my mom, she loved me. She did the best I can, but my dad never showed up. And I had a lot of resentment. And I guess what with me, and listen, I'm me, you do things how you do, right? I never even seen my dad, right? Never seen him once. Don't know what he looked like. Nothing, right? And even that situation got some more hot sauce on it than I'm gonna reveal. But I just was like, you know what? I'm glad I'm alive. No matter what happened, and no, it wasn't the best. I'm glad I'm alive. And I done came across people in worse situations. I done came across people that, was abused by their parents, this, that, and third. That didn't necessarily happen to me. Everything wasn't smooth, cozy, and great. But that didn't happen. So I just like, you know what? I'm alive. I could not be, I was a very depressed youth and basically didn't want to be alive, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I'm alive is a positive. I'm just have to run with that. Once you get to your age, always like the one you shouldn't have let go. There's a one that got away, but there's nothing I could have did. There's just nothing I could have did. I would have had to know that she was coming and be prepared, and there was just no way for me to do that. I can't just fault myself. It's like, man, sometimes shit happens when you're just not prepared, and it was a tough situation. I just wasn't, able to make it work. I'm not gonna blame myself or her. It's just one of those things. So I don't really have that. Even though some motherfucker, she might come out in some of these songs because I've been fucking having dreams. I don't know why she in my, recently, honestly. As recent as fucking this morning. Maybe it's because I'm getting old. You know what I mean? Not you mentioning listeners. As recently as this fucking morning. It's like, or this, afternoon because I slept in. But it was like, goddamn. But it just is what it is. It is what it is. What I'm going to do, hold on to a fantasy. Might have got married. She might chop my head off. You know what I'm saying? Or I might, might ruin my life. Anything could have happened. I don't know what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Anything could have happened. It's easy to have this fantasy of like, oh man, I missed out on this. Maybe you did, or maybe you missed out on the situation going more left than it did go. And it could have been way worse. You don't know. That's the thing. That's something I tell myself. That's how I get over a lot of shit. I'm not saying I'm completely over, like I said. This hoe's still in my dreams. Not to call her a hoe, but But no, seriously though. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nothing affects me ever because I'm so hardcore. Like, nah. But at the end of the day, shit could have went way more crazy than it did. Could have been a wild, shit could always be worse. It could always be better. And you wish this would have happened. You wish that would have happened. But man, that shit could have been trash. It could have been the worst thing that ever happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So Dream by Shorts, you ain't spoke to in 4 years, man. I don't know why that shit be happening. I was all planning to get a passport. Life is what you make it, absolutely. There's no better answer. Just succeeding your goals while having failure as an option, escape and never come back. Yeah, dude. Hey, there you go. There you go. Use this motivation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been able to do great things despite having tough circumstances, and you will be one of them, right? And he said stuff in the other parts of your life so bad. He was an awesome friend, got along, super introverted, though you suffer some mental health issues, different country. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh no, don't text him. That's just how the mind works. What it is, you really not looking for this. At least how I'm thinking. You're not necessarily looking for them. You're looking for what you thought they were, right? Or what they meant to you at that time. You're looking for maybe that companionship, not necessarily this person, but that person may have just in your brain is what companionship looks like. So that's why you think about them. That's my thought of it. I don't know if it is. I don't know. I'm just a motherfucker on the internet. And I'm sorry about that, listeners. You telling your story. Situation where it feels like you're dating but no one says anything. Yeah, I've been in situations like that too. And I would say nothing's worse than, at least for me, than liking a person more than they like you, or maybe even sometimes more than they're capable of liking you, man. Or I shouldn't say man, obviously. No, what's the name? Becky Lynch situation. Or Caitlin Clark situation. But no, man, I'm very sorry to hear that. Tough stuff. Dating's tough, man. This whole thing is tough. Maybe it would have been better to just do arranged marriages. You know what I'm saying? Or at least maybe give you option over. Okay, if you don't want to get married, you ain't got to get married. But if you do want to get married, here's a couple options. Pick the best one. If they pick you, this is what we're gonna do. Because I think arranged marriages do better than marriages in the West. I'm not sure if that's true or if that's still true. We are post social media, so now Suresh can get him or her a chick. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit different. Was he black? Retro Richard, come on, my guy. See, this is what I mean. Are you sure, man? Cause that seems like, come on, man. I get it. White women exist, black men exist, and you can't get over it because you only been on Earth 19. It's like, come on, bro. I can see how someone would be like, yo, that was it. It's a bit much. I know it's the internet. I know we just fuck around and shit. But it's like, come on, my guy. That's why I asked, are you sure that you're doing nothing to be confident? Like, I'm not about to do that to you. I probably should time you out off the strength, but it's like, yeah, it's not that time you out enough. I don't know, man. I know it's your story and you're gonna stick to it, but I don't know, man. You might be a bigger contributor to some of your situations than you think. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of contributing to situations. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Well, he's really dead now. Is he abusing you? No, it's not a fist. No. Retro Richard has a thing about black men dating white women, so that's why he had to ask you that. And he starts at nothing with this weird obsession. I think because he secretly wants a white girl, but has told himself that he shouldn't, and he's just got to deal with this. I don't know. And we just have to deal with it while he deals with it. I don't know, man. I don't know why you just like, I don't think about any group of women this much as you obsess over this shit. Oh shit, I shouldn't have did that. Yeah, just go get one. And now he's on this little neo-Nazi black thing that he thinks is funny. And sometimes it is, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it is actually entertaining. And I probably shouldn't have admitted that because that's gonna embolden him, but it's just because it's so fucking absurd. And I like absurd humor, so it does sometimes trigger laughter out of because of that. No fall. But yeah, just get you a Stephanie and enjoy it, man. Just it's okay. It's okay, brother. It's okay. It's not against the law. It's not like, you know what I mean? No one will disown you. Talk about I'm a neo. It's people everywhere. Find you somebody you like and enjoy your life. Don't put me in this neo Yasi. You're the only one. Go the fuck, just because that sounds like a Dave Chappelle skit. A Pan-African neo-Nazi. It's the most absurd shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Well, one of. I say that. I've seen some absurd shit. But it's just so ridiculous. Yeah, mixed race. You didn't say it, but it was implied because I have context clues. I have prior knowledge. This is not the first time you've been in the chat. So don't give me that. Well, I didn't say no. Stop it. That's like you have a whole gimmick, man, and that's just a part of the whole, as you would say, because you got me using the word rigmarole. That's just the rigmarole you put us all through. As I fucking fall to my death. And I'm not saying, listen, I do get that there's this weird, sometimes people can be weird racially fetish both ways, and that can be strange. But I mean, just come on, man. You are that's exactly what you are. I appreciate the honesty. You're absolutely a propagandist. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus, this fall. Falling forever. That's exactly what you are. A fucking propagandist. Perfect self-assessment, my guy. It's not even something weird. No, it's not even really weird. But some people can be weird about it. You know, if you obsessed with dating someone from a certain race. I mean, just like they got yellow fever. These people, these men and women who are obsessed with dating someone Asian. You know what I'm saying? I say men and women because it's been recent years. A lot of people. A lot of young ladies looking for a Korean dude or a Japanese dude because of the push of anime and things like that, or the push of K-pop and K-dramas. So that there's a bigger push on that. So yeah, that and I think that so some people might find it strange. It doesn't have to be strange. See that link? I'm scared to check the damn link. And honestly, once I run out of lives, we probably gonna call this stream. We hit the hour mark. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to stream and talk shit. One of the Essential Dildo was gonna show up. Man, I'll tell you what I did last night. I fucking spent all night looking up distribution, this music distribution shit. And boy, did I just realize I'm fucked. There's nothing you can do. And I wanted to explain that situation. I may have to stream midday tomorrow because, like I said, it was something. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to run our lives quick. And I got this one. Obviously, it's the wrong one I got in this one. You're smooth, probably why. It's a lot of motherfuckers. You say they don't like blazing dudes? I don't know. You did, listen, you did better than me through 19 years. You did way better than I did at 19. So I think you're doing okay, man. Japanese guys not gonna go for anything wild, maybe white. Yeah, I think they tend to either a white girl or somebody else who's the same race. At least the men. The women, though, I think they a little bit more open that they outside the race. Black dudes do have that perception of packing, and that can do us well for a lot of young ladies who looking for that. I ain't Diddy, so I don't know what other dudes is, but I'm doing okay. I can't complain. I mean, I could, but nobody listens to me. And yeah, you was doing with mug shorties and all sorts of wildness. You was doing some wild shit yourself. I'm not used to being around everyone very monoracial. Yeah, that could be a thing. And that could go both ways. I'm not used to this, and it's like everyone else is just scary because they're different, and then it could be like, oh shit, all this shit is different. I'm about to go buck wild. And you know what I mean? Try Baskin Robbins, all 31 Baskin Robbins flavors. Because even sisters be going after Asian dudes, believe it or not. I mean, we seen Romeo Must Die back in the day. Believe it or not. Yeah, some people, you know, they get around a different culture or a bunch of different cultures. Because, you know, all the shit they talk about the West and about America, this is a multicultural place. You know what I mean? Very, you know, all these different walks of life, all these different people, groups of people on top of each other. And that's just unique in general. You know what I'm saying? So it could be very overwhelming either way for someone who grew up in a more monoracial area to be like, damn, it's, I'm just thinking about like my neighborhood in Charlotte. My neighborhood here is all black, white, Mexican, and you know, maybe mix of those. And then I remember when I was in Charlotte, it was Indian, black, white, Mexican, you know what I mean? All right next to each other. That might be startling for some people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus Christ. I cannot survive this level. If you too old to care what color you are, what you acting like, because you can't even with most people, fair enough. This level I'm doing is getting murked. It's getting pretty difficult. Oh shit. Oh, we're fucked. Oh fuck me. You black enough for OGO? Stop. This farce. He's about to reference the N-word pass that you hopefully never got for real. I mean, if you do have one, there's nothing I can do about it. I tried to petition, but they won't listen to me. So, here's what it is. Kamala got a black card. You got an N-word pass. I can't help these things. I do what I can. I do what I can. And you just got to try the best you can and live to fight another day. I may not have got sent to you because, you know, black people. No, I'm just joking. Oh, Jesus Christ. I cannot. I'm not beating this shit. Don't want the N-word pass anymore. Well, it's just, you know. It's already put in. It's on file, so I mean you don't really need to pass. But yeah. No expire, yeah. It basically never expires. So I mean yeah, just pass it, you know. Just pass it down. Or sell it, you know what I mean? Fuck it. It's a bearer thing, so you know, just go ahead and sell it. They had to file the registration after the purchase, but you know how that goes. No, just this is a real thing. File and registration and shit. Like it's a whole process. You hand out passes. Yeah, you hand out a pass and people abuse it. That's true for life in general, man. Or ma'am. It's ma'am. I'll try this again. Still don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to go. I don't know how much we're gonna play this because it's starting to get so hard that I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. They want me to get 50 stars. Like, the fuck, how? Just to find more levels. Only selling to white people, of course, because you're a propagandist. Yeah, next time I die, we calling it. Oh Jesus, I'll die immediately. It's already been there. It's like I feel like I've already done everything in this thing. $19.99. Isn't that the original price of the WWE Network, something like that? It was a $9.99. About $3.50. No, I don't think nobody should say the N-word, to be honest. I'm not said that. I'm not saying no, it was slip night. Oh, it was not. It was $9.99. Okay. It was something like that. I swear I'm not gonna use the word as rude to specific people. That's good of you. We haven't corrupted you totally yet. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, I think there's a push people want to stop saying it, or, you know, don't want it to be a regular phrase. You know, you want to be a little conspiracy theorist. There's the infamous meeting, alleged meeting, that, you know, I heard about, but apparently so did Bone Thugs and Harmony, where there was a grand push to make more ignorant hip-hop in order to put more black people in private prisons. I'm not the only one saying this, because I remember hearing this rumor. It could just be bullshit on the internet. But Bone Thugs and Harmony heard the same thing, and they made a video about it. So, yeah, most people don't like it when they get picked on based upon their race. I mean, you know, I think even Papa Cotton said, "Oh well, there's no one word that'll make me this mad." Okay, if that was totally true, maybe it's no one. You sure white privilege doesn't make you mad? Pretty sure there's, you know, several YouTubers with literally millions of followers based upon the disrespect of white people. So I don't know if I buy that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I maybe what word, but certainly there's concepts that you know, 2-word concepts that absolutely make you mad. And I'm not saying they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I got another extra life. So we still got some life. Snowman. Really, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know if that's... I believe the story. I absolutely believe the story. Because similar meetings happen in less controversial subjects between synergistic corporations, right? If you find there's a synergistic flow, there's usually some sort of agreement that'll happen. And I think it's a safe bet that at bare minimum, and you can argue this about the whole music industry, not just hip hop, but at bare minimum, there's been a historic, at this point, moral degradation, even if it was just for the purpose of marketing something as quote unquote cool. There's been a huge moral degradation by the pop music and record industry as a whole. It's just been the norm. And I think that's hard to argue against. And that's, again, historic for the whole industry. It's not just the hip-hop industry. It's been the norm to push very, you know, sex sales, as they say, whether it's sex or dark imagery or violent imagery, just provoking things for the purposes of marketing. And while everyone has to be responsible for their whole actions, and I don't necessarily buy I'm not trying to tell you to think of the children or to censor yourself or what you should be exposed to as an adult. I think you can make that decision. But we've seen an impact. Now, let's be honest, also, the biggest cultural impactor right now is social media as a whole. And that's something we all have a way of contributing to. So a lot of stuff is self-inflicted. I get that. Controversy does create cash. Yeah, I've seen some videos that are very demonic. It's like, what is going on? And so there's definitely a dark imagery, and definitely seems to be some negative connotation. Definitely pushing the negativity. And you're right, controversy creates cash. At bare minimum, they're doing that, and that's had a negative impact. You know what I'm saying? At bare minimum, you can make a strong argument. Hey, in the midst of marketing, in the midst of, all these things to promote music over the years, there's been this push of controversy and push of things you would say are immoral just for the sake of more views, more clicks, more money, more, back in the day, album purchases. I know I already got this 100 coins. Get it again. I don't know. Guess part of it is the extra live. What's the goal? I mean, if you're a conspiracy theorist, you would say the goal is turning people away from the Most High and pushing some satanic agenda. If you're a little bit more pragmatic, you would say, hey, the goal is just to make money at any means. Greed is good. If people get hurt, fuck it. And then, like you said, Reels / TikTok / well, I just call it the whole TikTok. You want to call it the TikTok, or even though I never used Vine. I think Vine was similar. You said it's different, so I'll take your word for it. But between TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, they're the same thing. They're different platforms, but they're absolutely the same thing. You see the same thing crossover between platforms. Things from YouTube Shorts are on TikTok or Instagram Reels and vice versa. It's a brain rot algorithm. That's why. But you know what? It can help. Even I was contributing to it with the vertical propaganda. But now that I see a lot less live streams, I'm doing a lot less of those live streams. Vine was better. Like I said, I never used. You might be right. Never used TikTok. Like horror movies. I argue it's different there. Yeah, I mean, obviously that can be very demonic, but I would say one of the differences is it's one thing if a horror movie is going to show you some fucked up imagery. You're kind of signing up for that. It's another thing for a pop star, especially one that maybe had a different image. Okay, if Lady Gaga has some crazy shit with her shitty Joker movie that's coming out, okay, she's kind of built her rep on that. But if someone like Taylor Swift, who's built their rep on being this clean-cut, supposedly pop princess into pop queen in adulthood, start having weird imagery in her stuff, which she has, you start to say, well, why? You know what I'm saying? That's not even her gimmick. That's not even what she does. It doesn't fit the mode that she created, and even to some extent maintains. You know what I'm saying? Same with seemingly her twin counterpart, if you want to go conspiracy theory, Beyonce. She's tried to have a little more edge. I guess both attempted quote unquote edge. Fuck her face. Yeah, that's what it said. When I poke her face, when I fuck her face. I had a coworker point that out. Like, how did they play this? How did they not hear this? And then eventually came out. She was really like, how does everybody not hear this shit? Like, you don't hear that? Like, damn, I already got this. Jesus, man. Ever see a Swift concert? You'll see every girl in the crowd with the same outfit, black tank top, iPhone, jeans, Air Force Ones, really? Whoa. Yeah, I'm not I don't care about Taylor Swift per se. I mean, obviously she's just a big personality, hence why we talk about her and whatnot. Either all Mexican or white. Oh jeez, here we go with this. But she definitely caters to younger white women. That generation's becoming aunties now. Anything this level? Ain't it sus they all wearing the same fit? If they are, I mean, I don't pay it. I'll take your word for it, but I ain't paying attention to a Taylor Swift concert. Doomer white women. I do find it interesting that so many of her songs are not only about failed relationships as a concept, but specific failed relationships with other men who are, for the most part, celebrities. I think that's very, like, ridiculous, for lack of a better term. It kind of like telling maybe some mind control on. You know, some might say that's another element, that this is all, you know, some black magic mind control type shit, or MK Ultra type shit. So that's why some of this imagery exists as well. I really don't know what to do. Or a guy who did, well, yeah, it's very like, and I mean, I don't think it's unintentional that that's what she's marketing to, or that's what her songs are about. I think that's what she's, in many ways, marketing to. You know what I'm saying? It's women who never feel responsible for anything that bad that happens in a relationship. I'd argue that that's a lot of who feminism markets to as well. Is women, you know, who feel justified in all their actions regardless. And thus, it's never my fault. It's nothing I could have done. They're the problem type people. So I definitely think Caucasian women between the ages of 18 and 35 who feel especially, I don't know. The Playa Penguin. Oh man, yeah, I was gonna watch it. Fizz, damn it, man, I was gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to ignore that. I hate to time you out, but oh, Fizz, I ain't gonna time you out. You haven't done that much, but yeah, I'd rather not know that, man. Because that makes it seem like now I was like, I don't know if I want to watch it now. Not spoiling when it's in the first episode, but if it is because I haven't seen the first episode, right? So I would have to discover that. I thought this might be a little bit more, because what I wanted it to be is like the takeover of the Penguin taking over all the shit. Can I bounce back and get the star? I cannot. Basically, him taking over things. Him taking over things, not him just focused on Falcone's crackhead sons. And just the Falcones. Like, I don't mind him being at war with the Falcones, and maybe, you know, that is part of the pretext, but I don't know. Damn it. But just, yeah, him maybe, you know, imposing his will from a criminal enterprise standpoint rather than a narrow focus on just the Falcone. More, I don't know. His rise to power is kind of what I wanted. Which may be, again, you know, if that's just the first episode, maybe that's in the cards. Damn it. He's going to be at war with the Falcons and another Falcon. Okay. Well, all right, Fizz. If you could keep the spoilers and the plot to a minimum, I'd appreciate it. Cause I may end up checking it out. I think the third episode, are they like 3 or 4 episodes in? Or how did they release it? Did they release it all at once? Or did they do a part piece by piece? Like each week, they release 1 or 2 episodes. That much, you know, if you know how that worked out. I appreciate you being here. I don't want it to be too bad. And it's just a show. It ain't like I got a reputation for watching shit, right? 2 episodes in, okay. So they must be doing 1 at a time. Oh, jeez. That's it. We probably about to be out of here. I'm gonna give this a try again. Finally.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, survived. Oh shit! I just killed myself. Alright, this is gonna be the last run of anything. Oh, Jesus. Way to be a hack. How high can I go? Well, let's find out. Sorry if anyone showed up on Twitch or Kick. I still have not set up the multi-chat. Hopefully I get some time to do it tomorrow. So, you know, if people chat on, I don't know if it'll work for Kick, but at least Twitch. At least we can have Twitch involved. I know there's, you know, Wes even can do that, so I know there's got to be a way for me to do that. A lot more to pick. Okay, well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, as few spoilers as possible, I'd appreciate, man. And I mean, in general, I mean, some things, you know, if you ask, like, I don't know if I'll care as much about Joker 2 spoilers. I'm not gonna see that. I have no interest in that. Speaking of Lady Gaga, who may not be a lady. But I don't have the highest interest in seeing that. So if you come across it, you know, by way of the pirate way, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but if you should check that out and want to let us know, I ain't got no problem with that. At least me. You know, somebody else does, but I mean, oh shit, don't die. Oh, that's it. I think that's the end of the stream, guys. I don't have no interest in your brother Gaga's a code name. Yeah, I ain't got that much interest in Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, or just a musical Joker, or just, you know what, man? I wasn't impressed. I was only slightly impressed with Arthur Fleck anyway, man. I didn't mind the movie. Joaquin did such a great job acting, but it still pissed me off to be in the Batman universe. I did not think this is, hey, Eva Wood, you're probably not here. How's this a possible harasser? They ain't do nothing. Just by saying, hey, yeah. And, oh, man, I'm sorry. I can't see this person and said, oh, hello, great streamer, watch for so long. Oh, let chat on your Discord. Okay, I think you might be a bot too. Okay. But yeah, I you know, that's not the Joker. It's some incompetent dude with mental illness in this universe, but that's not the Joker. Arthur Fleck was never the Joker to me. Never. The Joker has an archetype. He's a brilliant dude. He's somebody who can manipulate people. You know, that guy is a depressed, mentally ill. You know, this is why I did like it. It was yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, Todd Phillips didn't want to make a Joker movie. He wanted to make an idea about a guy going postal. Yeah, and that's where it was a good movie. This guy who society had treated shitty. He, like, I think part of I don't know if it's intended or not, Joker, he bears a certain amount of responsibility for his own actions, but not everything. You know, he killed those people in self-defense. Let's be honest. But there's other things where he does, you know, I don't know if Joker 2 is going to tell us what happened to, what's her name, Zaza Beast, but that was very creepy. So and obviously he's just so unstuck with people. But yeah, it was a movie about somebody going postal, and it was a good movie about a guy going postal. The problem is it's in the Gotham universe. They made Joker and Batman potentially brother and sister, because it's another thing. Joker's very, you know, granted there's a sometimes implied homosexual mind games from the actual character Joker. I'm not saying this guy was homosexual. He was definitely effeminate, definitely a weak dude, a weak person, and not some brilliant criminal mind capable of matching wits with the quote-unquote world's greatest detective. That's not what that was. That was a guy going postal who had mental illness and was down on his luck and had nothing to lose. And that's why it was good. And yeah, and that's another thing. Oh, the age gap. This guy's got to be 45, 50, and Bruce is 8 years old. So this is not going to be the guy he also, matching wits and physicality with for 20, 30 years. So, and I don't like the idea, even if it's not supposed to be, oh, well, he inspires him. No, he doesn't. Joker doesn't come from any inspiration. He comes out of the ether, so to speak. Yeah, they would have to have 2 Jokers. I know they had a 3 Joker weird thing for like a day. Just stop it. Just keep it simple. In any event, my rant aside about why I didn't, I had issues with the first Joker, why I'm not going to be watching the second one. I appreciate you guys being here. Got an hour and a half stream in the middle of the night. It's 4 a.m. here. It's probably 5 a.m. on the East Coast. You guys are crazy for being up, but I appreciate that you are. So in any event, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged, share, subscribe, please do that. And you're not wrong. He is closer to Zaz than Joker. But that wouldn't inspire ticket sales. Very good point. Very good point. That's another good point. They were cashing in on the iconography of the Joker. Rather, it's between Heath Ledger, Jack, Cesar Romero, and obviously Mark Hamill. Those prior portrayals have given the Joker so much energy. I'm not counting Jared Leto. Yes, I didn't count him. He didn't do bad in Snyder Cut for that one scene, but they gave him so much energy that they were just able to put Joker and put him in a clown makeup at the end, and people were happy with it. So, all right, I'm going to stop. I should have finished that Joker review. One of the biggest tragedies of this channel is I didn't finish it. Maybe I'll give it another try one day. In any event, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged, share, subscribe, please do that. Even if you did none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. I'll talk to you guys later. Please. I said peace. I don't know what I'm going to say. Peace. I'm tired. Peace.